very happy to welcome you to Build Peace 2025. Thank you for coming all this way. And woohoo!
I'm especially happy and proud that we have managed to link the local and the global.
I believe that the core of innovation is partnership and interdisciplinary approach. And in that sense, it was an amazing opportunity to meet with various kinds of organization, academic people. So yeah, that definitely gives so many new ideas for peace innovation.
I'm truly amazed. I'm very, very impressed beyond measure. The conference itself is, it's exceeded my expectations, I must be honest.
Welcome. I'm so happy to have this conference in our city, in Santa Coloma.
Toxic polarization, which is short for hate and lies. And that happens in the internet space, it happens in the digital space. It's not just people getting at each other's throats, it's the digital space. It's the big internet, the big digital companies, it's big tech, deciding to reward content that focuses on hate, that focuses on violence, that focuses in dehumanizing people and rewards that content with reach, with visibility, and with money.
It's not reasonable for us to think that there is a one-size-fits-all policy across all platforms for people. So the more we're creating smaller spaces that can be more culturally sensitive to language, and also we find that smaller spaces are more likely to reinforce and support healthy norms of discussion. And we see so norm signaling, having thoughtful stewardship is also a way to promote healthier spaces online. So I do think while we can help these large platforms be a little more pro-social, I'm seeing the answer more towards smaller spaces. And if we have things like our access data portability, so we have more access to ability to move across platforms, then that can hopefully shift them all towards in a pro-social way.
Movement is an intangible bridge felt in the spaces between words and sound. I was in Cuba, training in Afro-Cuban dance, when I happened upon this open square. So I pulled out my speaker, and I began dancing, filming for fun, when out of the corner of my eye,
I've had just some really wonderful conversations with people about how arts therapy is so integral to our work as well, and also how it's also necessary even as a check-in for ourselves in peace building to remember to ground, because if you're moving from a place where you're wanting to create change, you have to work on yourself first and you have to stay centered. So all of that has been about learning how to create small little ripples and then flow together. And I think that that part is what I feel has been really nice about this year's event. It has been about people really thinking through what are the small little ripples that we can start creating in our communities that can lead into bigger movements, but remembering that the first ripple is about starting on your own.
Yeah. And over. Up. Shake it out. Good. And release that, my friends.
Y por eso cuando hablemos del tema del militarismo y del tema de la guerra, ya decían algunos políticos franceses al acabar la Segunda Guerra Mundial que la guerra era algo muy peligroso para dejarlo en manos de los militares. Ahora habría que decir que la guerra es algo muy peligroso para dejarla en manos de ciertos políticos o de gente que utiliza la guerra o que utiliza el rearme como un estímulo de la economía. Me parece que eso es importante y que me parece que una manera de ser activo y de participar en política es que alguien que parezca que tenga una sociedad que tiene asociado a los militares como defensores del militarismo y como conservadores, que alguien participe en política de una manera distinta, de una manera que alguien puede considerar heterodoxa, pero yo considero normal, que es considerar a las Fuerzas Armadas como un servicio público y como un servicio de la sociedad.
When we look into the militarization movement all around the world, the most important takeaway that I got is that we need to work on the imagination. We need to look how we can civilize the imagination before going to civilize the AI itself, because in fact the AI is a tool within this whole moment. So if we want to come back with it, we should also come back with the imagination. We need to change it. We need to work with the people, with the public, so they don't need to normalize with the militarization everywhere, so that's how we can monitor the AI as a human and force the companies and tech companies to stop giving the military the access that they already have in AI, and they use it to militarize the AI everywhere.
The government can access government international manifestations. Let's see.
I'm sitting here thinking that there is no human dignity in surveillance. You know, we have our universities receiving, you know, massive funding for development of surveillance that are being used on my people. I'm just a grandmother cultivating our traditional seeds, but I'm under surveillance. My neighbor, you know, goes to get wood till they can fire their wood stove to eat, and they're under surveillance. You know, there is no dignity in, you know, this surveillance technology that continues to, you know, just overextend in our lives.
Being part of Peace 2025 has been very informative, learning, and also getting to experience and take part in this mural at the River Museum is very, very inspiring. So thank you so much.
And we collected 70 stories.
This is at risk of being lost. A lot of it has been lost already. A lot of content is being deleted. We all know how fragile open source content is. Platforms change their policies. Hundreds of thousands of videos were deleted from YouTube that can have critical evidence in terms of the evidentiary value of it, as in terms of talking about accountability and justice, but also as a memory.
También no es posible pensar en guardar los conocimientos o en los archivos sin tener una perspectiva multilingüe, porque incluso la misma manera, a mí me interesa mucho, por ejemplo, la relación entre clasificación en bibliotecas, en archivos, en centros de documentación, cómo estas clasificaciones muchas veces sabemos replican lógicas colonialistas y oscurecen la búsqueda de la información y de lo que se archiva y del conocimiento. Entonces, ¿cómo podemos pensar en otras tipologías de clasificación del conocimiento, del mundo, de especies biológicas, de plantas, que creo que pueden hacer que emerjan esas historias distintas, esos modos de ver distintos y diversos? No solo podemos hablar de diversidad o de construcción de otro mundo o de paz en una sola lengua, porque creo que eso va en contra de lo que queremos construir.
Post-internet, the year is 3000. The worldwide cords under the ocean have been cut. You and me, my love, we are safe, but never from each other. The messages I sent and regret dissolve under our own terms, and I finally love you with no conditions. Light pulses of transmission return to the sun. The information of our hormones, our harmonies, fertilize the graveyard of a data farm where now a lake spits. Thousands of creatures inhabit a pond, reveling in fruit, in sand, in waste, in water. How good it is to finally be in a body again, capable of living in the present and capable of dying. Thank you so much.
So Build Peace 2025 is over. What comes next?
Well, a year ago, we were standing on the stage in Antipolo, Philippines, and I received, well, you asked that same question, and then I came up and said something I think nobody was really expecting. I said, Santa Coloma da Gramanet! And somebody said, when I mentioned that, it lacked glamour. I could have done it in a better way. So this time I thought, let me announce that the next Build Up conference will take place in... Oh, come join us. Handing over officially the task of being the local partner of Build Up in next year's conference in Waterloo.